Agares is the force of what has been shaken out of place, the old power that reveals what ran, what broke rank, and what lost its rightful language. This scroll opens the second key of Earth through displacement, broken order, spiritual exile, and the sacred return of what must be called back before the ground itself begins to speak. Esoteric wisdom to open the scroll. Before there is restoration, there is recognition. Before there is right order, something must admit it has wandered. Before the field is healed, what fled its rightful place must be named. This is the wisdom of Agares. Not all movement is growth. Not all escape is freedom. Not all silence is peace. Some things run because they are called higher. Some things run because they have forgotten who they are. Agares opens the gate where the collective must ask, what left its rightful place in me? What truth lost its language? What part of my spirit has gone wandering in confusion, fear, or false urgency? The second key is this. What is scattered must be called home, and what is broken in language must learn to speak truth again.
Universal Currency Receipt, Architect Musician, 3611027. The Graceful Whisperer, Devalan Seal.
You only have to say nothing, I already know. I know.
The 72 Keys of Earth, Scroll of Agares, the distortion of displacement and the return of right order. After Baal comes Agares, the second spirit in the Ars Goetia, named as a duke under the power of the East. In the Old Text, he appears as an old fair man riding a crocodile, carrying a goshawk on his fist. His offices are strange and revealing. He makes those who stand still run, brings back runaways, teaches all languages, can destroy spiritual and temporal dignities, and causes earthquakes. The text also says he was of the order of virtues. That bundle of symbols is not random occult decoration. It is a map of displacement. A crocodile is low, ancient, river-bound, patient, dangerous. A goshawk sees from above, fast and precise. One force crawls close to the mud. The other rules from height. So Agares, in the Earth Key reading, becomes the pattern of what happens when life is pulled out of right place. When speech loses truth. When people flee their center. When rank is corrupted. When the ground itself shakes because the order holding things together has been disturbed. That is the distortion, movement without alignment. Not all motion is progress. Not all change is healing. Not all escape is freedom. Some people run because they are called forward. Some run because they are ruled by fear. Some stay still because they are rooted. Some stay still because they are spiritually numb. Agares sits exactly in that tension. The old text says he can make the still run and bring back runaways. That reads like a riddle until you see today clearly. This is the force moving through lives where people have become dislodged from their own ground. People leave what they should protect, abandon what they should tend, chase what dazzles them, forget their language, their vows, their standards, their center. Then they call the shaking just life. Humanity does love giving collapse a cute nickname. So the deeper wisdom of Agares is not merely he teaches languages. It is that he governs the power of restored communication. Language here is not only French, Arabic, Swahili, or Greek. It is the language between soul and body, between parent and child, between leader and people, between human beings and earth. When those languages are broken, displacement spreads. This is why Agares also touches dignities. The old text says he can destroy spiritual and temporal dignities. In symbolic reading, that means false rank can collapse when truth moves through the field. Titles without integrity shake. Authority without soul starts cracking. Status without root loses its seat. Earthquakes are the perfect symbol for that. Not just geology, but order disturbed at the foundation. So for the collective, Agares brings a hard question. Where have you become displaced from your rightful place? Where did fear push you out of your voice? Where did confusion separate you from your standards? Where did false urgency make you abandon what was sacred? Where did broken language make your relationships, community, or calling harder to hold? Because the second key is this. What has run wild must be called back. What has gone silent must learn to speak rightly again. That is the medicine. A protector of Earth must know how to restore position. Restore speech, restore naming, restore right relation, restore what fled in panic and what was scattered by distortion. Agares teaches that protection is not only guarding against invasion, it is also calling things home. When truth loses its language, the soul loses its direction. Hear this second law. Not everything lost is dead. Not everything shaken is destroyed. Some things are being forced to reveal that they were never standing rightly to begin with. So call your spirit back. Call your voice back. Call your standards back. Call your people back to truth before the ground has to do the talking for you. And carry this line. What runs from its rightful place creates disorder. What returns in truth restores the field. Closing Scroll of Wisdom Collective, hear the law of the second key. Not everything that moved was meant to leave. Not everything that stayed was truly grounded. Not everything that broke was the enemy. Some things shattered because they were standing in the wrong place all along. So call yourself back. Call your truth back. Call your voice back. Call your spirit back from every place fear, confusion, or false urgency sent it wandering. Because the field cannot heal while the soul is missing pieces. And let this be the wisdom many will repeat. What is scattered weakens. What is called back in truth restores the field. That is the law of Agares.
Channeled by your architect musician, 36110, 27 palms of eyes. The golden whisperer, sea star, Devalan, see all. Apply the news you can use, truth and accuracy. The real non-bedazzled jewels.
Agares is the force of displacement, the old power that reveals what ran from its rightful place and what must be called back in truth. This scroll is about broken order, wandering spirit, lost language, and the sacred return of what restores the field. Not everything that moves is meant to leave. Some things must be called home before the soul can stand rightly again. What is scattered weakens. What returns in truth restores.
To our beloved collective, from the day one torchbearers to the newly awakened travelers, we see you, we honor you, and we love you. This isn't just a community, it's a soul constellation, a family woven across time. Thank you again for being here. Your presence means more than words can carry. Every little act of kindness you offer is a spark, shifting timelines, mending hearts, and quietly realigning the compass for many in ways only the unseen can measure. And to those yet to join us, we're holding the lantern high. There's room for you too. With eternal gratitude and cosmic mischief from the collective of Shaman Ahll. The journey is only beginning, and we ride together. All rise.